Hey guys, how you doing? Today I'm doing a little bit of a support video, shout out, congrats, all of the above to John, the MI Woodsman. He's having a bit of a giveaway, and he's called it the 1119th subscriber giveaway. Man, I'm tongue-tied. Anyway, I think he's up above that now, but John's a heck of a nice guy, great guy. You need to go check out his videos, check out his channel. John was one of my early subscribers to my channel, and has been a big encouragement. Great guy to know. He has a lot of good advice, good comments. Great videos, of course, great videos. I suggest going and checking his channel out. But John is very active in this bushcraft community, and I can't add any more than just a great guy. Anyway, go check his channel out. Anyway, he said do a support video of doing something you want to do. And I thought, you know, nothing better or more fitting than to show my fire pouch, fire bag, whatever you want to call it. It's part of my EDC also, so it may not be, you know, a lot of guys will have the Altoids tin and all that. That's incorporated into mine, but this is more of a emergency, but also everyday carry / going out for the weekend fire pouch. So it's a little bit bigger than most. And when I say everyday carry, of course I don't carry this on my body every day, but it's in my car, vehicle, whatever. You know, it's accessible. If something should happen, I break down somewhere and I have to spend the night where I'm at, or I have to hoof it, it's there. You know, some of these items I may actually have on me, some may be in the bag. Same thing if I go out for the weekend, I may trim it down, leave some of it in my vehicle if it's not far away, so it can be gotten to, and some of it I may carry up with me. So, I mean, if you comment, man, that's a big EDC, understand it, it's not something I'm carrying directly on me. But anyway, first off, it's just an old butt pack, fanny pack, whatever, from my hunting days. You know, I used to carry my shotgun shells or whatever in there, or go out and pop a squirrel or two. You'd throw a squirrel in there maybe. But almost forgot I had that until I started getting back into the bushcrafting, and I was going through my stuff and I said, I can put that to use. Anyway, to the outside of this, I have a carabiner. And it's a pretty heavy, stout one. It's got a swivel. Never know when you're going to need it. Pair of binoculars. 10 by 25, I think. I mean, they're not anything fancy, nothing great. But, you know, if you are in a situation where you're stuck somewhere or survival, and you know, not only are you going to be making fire and shelter, you know, to keep you warm, but I said that fire to cook on, keep you warm, you're also going to use it for signaling. Well, it's easy enough. While they're searching for you, they could also miss you by half a mile or better, or less even maybe. It might be a good idea to have a set of binoculars with you to keep an eye for them as much as they're keeping an eye for you. And of course, I don't carry it on the outside of my pouch. Usually I take it off and put it on my belt. You don't wear a belt? Good idea to start carrying one, even if you're thin. Many uses for a belt besides holding your pants up. But like I said, I'll put that on my belt and carry that. Anyway, let's get on to the inside. And the reason I thought this was fitting, with John's 1,119 subscribers. John, you deserve way more than that. Great channel. Anyway, to talk about my fire pouch, but I also want to talk about some of the gifts that I was given. And might even put them to use here. But anyway, let's start opening it up. Plastic bag. It's a large, stout, heavy plastic bag. I have a blue one I also carry sometimes in my pack. It's good for keeping your pack dry, you know, if you have your pack with you, you know, as a liner. Endless uses for this. Carrying water, if you need to carry water. Make a lean-to shelter. Raincoat poncho. I mean, if you had to, cut the bottom out and make kind of a covering for you at nighttime to keep some moisture off from you. You know, who knows? There's endless uses for that. Bag of dry tinder. I usually have some other stuff in here, and I actually need to get my pack back up. It's bad that I'm making this, but at the same time it's good because it's letting me know the state of my pouch. Need to go through them every once in a while. It's not in quite the state that I want it in. But anyway, some dry tinder. Along with some shavings, you might want to consider some finer stuff, some shavings that's a little bit thinner. I think you know what I'm talking about, but you know, something more than just the heavier shavings. But nice to have if you're in a rainy situation, or if you need to get a fire going quickly. If you already have some stuff prepared, boom, you know. One of the other things that I carry, again, another plastic bag I keep stuff in. The zipper is long shot on me, but it's still, you carry water, many uses, keep things dry. In my part of my bow drill set, which I do not have the bow drill in here, I usually carry the board and the spindle, but I'm going to make a new one today, so I've taken those out. Lawnmower starter string, picked up from a lawnmower repair place, or if you know of an old lawnmower, great for your bow drill. Okay, some of the gifts. Snowy Owl 44. Laura, when I was starting out in the bow drill, helped me out. She gave me a stone that's got a little divot in it, right there, a wax thing to put in there. I went brain dead again, but you put the wax in there, and that's a great bearing block. She gave me that, and some chert or flint stuff, and some chaga. If I remember, I had a little chaga that she put in there also, which I have in here. But anyway, let's get on. Okay, this is an item I purchased from Justin Wolf, but I'm glad I did. It's a nice little pouch. I used to keep some dry tinder, some of the stuff I was talking about, some finer stuff in it. But right now I've just got a piece of that chaga I was telling you about. I keep it in there. Chaga is not readily available in my area. It's there. It may not be the freshest. I mean, I could use it, of course, for making fire, but also if I needed just a cup of warm tea. Like I said, it's probably not the freshest piece, but it would work in a pinch if need be. Some jute string. I use jute string quite a bit when I'm out. When I'm done, I cut the pieces up, wad it up, shove it in here. For one, you don't want to leave stuff out there, you know, leave no trace. But great for helping make a fire. Big lighter. That goes in my little pouch there. Little pouch I started with when I first started into getting into bushcrafting. Didn't have all the stuff I needed, so I improvised. But, well, vinyl, I say leather, it's vinyl. I don't even know what it was for. I cut a slot in it to carry on my belt. Again, you don't wear a belt. Anyway, In here I carry magnifying glass. Have no clue what the strength is. Cheap magnifying glass from the dollar store. Works great. It's everyday matches. Want to keep them dry, but you never know, they could come in handy. My very first ferro rod, what's left of it, I don't know if you can see that, it wore out pretty well. That's my flint, fire steel. Another lighter. Yeah, I know. Hey, survival situation, I'm cold. Out breaks the bit. Okay. Also down in there I carry a Corona saw. This was given to me on one of my first outings by Justin Wolf. Great little saw, thank you Justin. This thing has cut down a lot of stuff, and it's pretty thick stuff too. It's nice little saw. It's got a little bit of flex to it, but not a whole lot. It's great saw, love it. And I keep that in that pouch also. At the same get-together I was talking about, the gathering, a gentleman by the name of Ed Breitmeyer gave me my first Mora. Thank you, Ed. Love that. It's the Mora Companion, stainless steel. Got me hooked on Moras. Love that knife. And I carry my black on my belt. You don't carry a belt. Anyway, flashlight. Well, how's that going to help in a fire? Well, it doesn't have a lens, so you're not going to use it for making a fire. But I have batteries in here, and there's countless videos on how to make a fire with a couple batteries, a piece of wire, some stainless steel, you know, if you're in a situation where you have some of that stuff available. But also, if you're just out in the woods and you're unlucky to get stuck there in the evening time, dark, and you're trying to get a fire going, why not have some light while you're waiting to get the fire going and to help find your items? Scouting free. Thank you, Mark. She's a little bit more worn and dirty than when I got that from Mark, but that's my flint and steel pouch that I got from Mark. Mark, man, I love this thing. I haven't been doing much videos with it, but I've been playing with it. I love the flint and steel. I really want to get good at it. He gave me some cattail fluff, some flint, and some char cloth. He gave me a pretty good sized roll. Not much left in there. I've been playing with it, and of course the steel itself. Thank you, Mark. Gentleman, he has a few videos over there, Fred Freiberger, and this is just one of several pieces that I carry of fatwood. He sent me some fatwood. I don't have this in my area, but sent me a couple big boxes of it, and I keep that in my pouch here. Dryer lamp. Yeah, the wife's going to wonder, for you gentlemen, why is he in there helping me clean out the dryer? Great stuff, great accelerant. Just a cheaper, it's Cooligan's, I think that's how you pronounce that. Coughlin's flint and steel, or fire steel. I think I paid $5-6 for it at Sporting Goods place. Not as good as some of the other ones, but handy to have on hand. If you lose your other ones, you'll be glad you have this one. Another piece of shirt I have in there from Snowy Owl. Now, wait on that. I've got some waterproof matches that I keep in a little pouch in here to try and keep the waterproof matches dry. But it's more or less keeping the box itself dry. You want to keep the striker and everything dry. You know, it's not a lot of good to have waterproof matches if you have nothing to strike them on. Yeah, you might be able to find something, but not always, you know, what am I trying to say? Just your luck, you may not find something that will work as a striker. Again, some more chaga that well, I'm not sure what that was about if you heard that, but some more chaga that I got from a snowy owl, and I have some more in another pouch. I keep a piece loose in there. A compass. Again, if you're in a lost situation, handy. Why I have a tape measure, I don't know. You never know. I hooked it on there one day and I've left it, but a little tape measure. This wasn't a gift, but this was a gift of knowledge from Magnus Anderson. He talked quite a bit about these Light My Fires. This is the Army model. Great ferro rod. Magnus, thank you for turning me on to that. Love that. Guys, if you never tried a Light My Fire, good ferro rod. Okay, speaking of ferro rods, this is a new pouch or little container I put together. Donnie B, and great guy. Go check out his channel. Sent me, and it's a UST. I've never actually heard of one, but it's a little ferro rod in a little container. I mean, for a little ferro rod, throws off some good sparks. Again, nice to have if you don't have anything else handy and can't find, you know, lost your other stuff. It's good to have. Like I said, sometimes I don't leave everything just in this pouch. Sometimes if I'm going somewhere, I might keep some of this on me and leave some in the pouch. That way if I lose the whole pouch, I haven't lost everything. You know, if I'm in the woods or something. But again, Donnie B sent me the Light My Fire Scout. As you see, I have not used this because I'm saving this for a special occasion. At some point I'm going to do a review, and I'm going to use this just for that. Me and Donnie were talking about the Light My Fire Army, and I told him I hadn't used the Scout before. He sent me a Scout. I sent him one of the Armies, but he sent me the Scout. He sent me the UST, and he sent me the Army Survival book. I don't have the name on, you know, right here on the tip of my tongue. It's inside. It kind of blew me out here, and I didn't want to take a chance of getting wet or rained on. But Donnie, I keep those in a new little pouch just for those, and I might incorporate those into one of my smaller get home bags or EDC bags, or probably one of my get home bags to put in one of my other vehicles. Sorry about that, guys. The battery died, so I had to stop putting a new battery in. And you know, I'll wrap this up. I'm kind of getting a little long-winded here. Main point of this is a shout out for John, the MI woodsman. Sorry about the train. He always has to make his appearance, but again, go check his channel out. Great channel, great guy. Congrats, John.